I want to show you this as well. Last night we looked at a stub here, just to compare the two bits of dung. This is quite old Impala. Look at it there. Can you see it all right? Okay, on your right hand side, this one, Impala dung, and this one is from the scrub area. Now, interesting, if you look at the textures, let me just come a bit closer to you. If you look at the textures, the Impala dung, obviously being a ruminant, they ruminate, they chew the cud, make that stuff nice and fine. It's almost like snuff. Keep in mind it's also a bit wet now for the rain, so it's sticking together. It's very, very fine. Now scrub hairs, they chew their food. The first time it passes through, they've got a more simple digestive system. Slightly rougher. But what they also very often do is they'll eat these pellets again. Their own dung, not the Impala dung, their own dung. They will eat again. So it almost reminds me of a ruminant. Sort of gives you a chance to re-chew it, redigest it. And often it's only in the second part of the digestion, the sort of round 2 of digesting the same food, that they really get the nutritional benefit. Very good stuff also for checking wind direction. Wind direction at the moment is coming perfectly from there. If there was water in the dam, and we heard buffaloes rolling in there or something, we could now sneak up nicely to behind those branches, sit there and watch, have a look. But today I don't think there's any buffalo. Maybe soon if there's water in there. Well, this looks like a nice bench. I mean, you just grab a seat for a few seconds. It won't be a long sit, but it's always nice to sit in a nice seat. Also a leadwood branch. And if you look in that direction, that's sort of looking straight into the wind almost, towards the southeast. You're looking sort of through Kruger, over Mozambique, eventually the Indian Ocean in that direction. And you can see some nice clouds coming in. There's cloud cover all around. The whole dome of the sky has got cloud cover, but seems to be slightly different shapes coming in, almost like a cumulus, maybe later on cumulonimbus clouds coming in. One of the things I've always enjoyed about walks is just sitting as well, just stopping, and even if you're not really seeing anything, just listening to the wind and the bird calls and the surroundings. It's very peaceful. And Franklin's calling and grey hornbills, robins. There's some more Franklins calling now. It's just nice to sit in the bush, just to relax a little bit. Part of the reason we come out here. You can actually smell this midden. Look just ahead of us here. Little patch of dung is the Impala midden. Often Impala males will mark there. And there's a bit of rain from last night. You can smell that sort of wet dung smell. It reminds me of, to be honest, this actually reminds me a little bit of the goat pens or sheep pens on the farm. Same as the buffalo always remind me of cattle. Similar smells. Let's have a walk across the cracked mud here. Obviously, Twin Dams was the first of the bigger water to dry out. So, unlike Treehouse Dam or even Buffelshoek Dam, where there's still wet mud that you can feel underneath, pretty much mud hard now, I guess, or rock hard maybe. Reminds me of some of those lava beds I've seen in Hawaii. This is very jagged, sharp, in this case mud. Over there it was black rock. Look at the old track still here. This is from an elephant some time ago. Look at how deep that is. Obviously still when it was very wet. Amazing the texture of it. Perfect mud. It's the finest, finest, finest mud. Probably make some nice pots and things out of this if you wanted to or had the time. This will, of course, hopefully, if all goes well, maybe in the next week or two, this will be filled with water again. Oh, here's something's home. This big hole, look at this. If you can see in there a bit, Herman. But it's about the size of my hand if you spread it open. I'd say most likely probably slender mongoose maybe that lives here. White-tailed mongoose. Big enough for it. Also some smaller droppings there from a small rodent, but quite often you'll find other animals, other species also utilizing the same burrows, as long as they don't compete with each other in any negative way. Lots of little homes in the bush, lots of different things that live out. Yeah, it'd be nice if we come over that region. Here's Karula standing there. This is one of my favorite hangouts, this general area. Baboon Pass a bit further south. And I think speaking of homes and different things that live out here, like we do, we're going to go back to camp just now. But just again, just look at that view, the clouds coming in. Maybe a little difficult to see. There's not that much contrast in the clouds. Like I said, it's sort of a heavy grey blanket at the moment. And maybe with a little bit of build up today, who knows, maybe we're lucky enough to get some more rain later on. For the moment, thank you very much for joining us. Back down to see. Should be good over here. And hopefully that's all good. But just again, thank you. All right, thanks, Apiwe. It's been a pleasant morning in terms of the temperature. It was very, very hot yesterday, and makes a welcome change to be in the cool weather. And we'll see what the afternoon brings. Hopefully we can get out and drive. The alternative would be rain, which is also a good thing. So either way, it will be a good afternoon. And 4:30, we'll see you out there. We'll go look around, see what we can find. For myself, Peter and Herman, Peter at the relay point in Superior. Thank you for joining us at Wild Earth. See you later.
Thank you guys for joining us for WEwalk. It was nice. It's just the only little bit of signal, but everything was good. So enjoy with us at the moment at Gary. It looks quite not today, just because it's not hot. It's cloudy outside. It's windy also. So enjoy with us. Don't go away.